Hello, Zeus. Let me get this 5 minutes of fame up. Give me 1 second. Hello, Gwen. I see you all coming in. Hello, Cedric from New Orleans. Hello, Cedric. All right, so I had to get that overlay off to see what was going on. You all come in the credit and cash flow room. Let's have a talk, right? Let's have a talk. Gwen is showing some digital love from Dallas. And as we have this talk, right, you all make sure that you like and you share this video. If you're on Facebook, I need you to watch out for my scammers. Sometimes the Facebook messages don't all pop up, and I have some people that is scamming on my Facebook post, so I need some people to block that out. And for the people that's coming in and showing some digital love, come in and hit that like button, right? Hit that like button. Got a lot of stuff to discuss. Well, not a lot of stuff to discuss today, but we're going to discuss some strategies that's going to position you to prosperity, right? We are going to discuss some strategies that's going to position you. I don't know, Jesus. I have these different overlays, right? But I don't think it's going to allow me to really show the overlays, and I'll show you all. I'm working on it though. I'm trying to improve that area. Hello, Kenneth, as you all are coming in, right? And you all are speaking to each other. So I have these overlays I'm trying to figure out. Let me see if I add this one. Oh, that one came up. The follow me on Instagram did. I guess I'll keep that one on there. There's my picture on there. I don't know if there's too much. This is the one that I wanted to show initially, so I'll just keep that one on there, right, with my picture. So you all come in. Oh, Gwen, thank you so much, Queen. Gwen, I really appreciate that. Now, Gwen, this is what I want you to do. Since you gave this super chat, this is what I want you to do, Gwen. And then everybody's going to hang around to see your testimony, right? I want you, since you gave, to tell me, right? This is a spiritual principle, Gwen. Don't think about the amount. Tell me something you've been waiting or expecting on. I want you to type it in the comments, right? You gave, this is a spiritual principle. Tell me something that you have been waiting or expecting, right? Something that you have been waiting or expecting to happen for you. I don't care if it's financially. It doesn't matter to me if it's something physical, emotional, right? Just, hey, this is, Queen, I don't care if it's your credit score. I don't care if it's your cash flow, right? I don't care if your wisdom and knowledge about something. Just tell me something in the comment that you feel comfortable sharing that you are expecting. So thank you again, Queen, and for the 10-hour super chat. Now I want you to put some expectation behind it. When you give, right? When you give, you should give with expectations. And I won't get into that in this live stream. I may do that on a Sunday, right? When we have credit church. Giving with expectations of having a return on your giving. In the church world, we call it a harvest. Every seed, right? You should know what harvest you're expecting when you give. And I know you're giving out of love and generosity, but I want you to get the best ROI. Boom, as the super chat. I want you to get the best ROI, the best return on your investment. Give me one, Gwen. Give me one. Give me at least one in this live stream, right? Just let's start with one, and we're gonna continue to build from there. So I'm gonna move this picture because it's right in front of my microphone, right? It might be too big. Wish I can reposition it because I think this one is just too much. I keep that one though. How about that? You know, that's my cartoon logo, so I keep that one. All right, Gwen. We're gonna agree that your cash flow increase. That your cash flow increase. I don't know if that's through your business moves that you're making, but we are going to agree that your cash flow does increase, whether it's on your job and a pay raise or through your business deals or deals or whatever you're doing. But we will pray that your cash flow increase. So we are going to say, because you planted a lot of seeds, and I'm going to remove this just for a second. You all want the logo or not? Let me know what you think. All right, you want this look or this look, right? We'll see. You making money with crypto now. The crypto pimp is in the house. Crypto pimp, make sure that you hit that like button, right? Cash flow increase for Gwen. Thank you, Jesus. And Gwen, you know you have to get cash flow increase now. Jesus said you're going to get it. Jesus said you're going to get it, honey. So you're going to get it. I'm not going to call him Jesus. I'm going to call him Jesus. Jesus said you're going to get it. So you are going to get it, right? K-Love, I do watch your videos. I may not always do a live on them. I did see that last one that you emailed to me about Dave Ramsey and investing in silver and gold, right? I'm close to 20K subscribers. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know it's at like 19. Let me see if I can get the Crypto Pimp. Let me see how many subscribers I have. Crypto Pimp, make sure that you subscribe. Crypto Pimp, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube. We are going to discuss cryptocurrencies today. Let me see how many subscribers I need, how many more I need to hit that 20K. I have people, I'm going to share the screen with you all. 19,975. So we need approximately 25 more subscribers, right? 25 more subscribers. And then I will definitely hit that. So 19,700, right? 19,975. So when I get 25 more subscribers, we'll be at 20K. So if you're in the, thank you, Crypto Pimp. You have to love that avatar, right? You have to love that avatar. Crypto Pimp, I think I'm going to put your avatar over mine. I love that avatar picture, right? You got to love that. Gwen, yes, when Jesus speaks, when Jesus speaks, we're going to call him Jesus. It is done, right? It is done in Yeshua's name. It is done in Yeshua's name. Yeah, I do love that name, right? Big boy, thank you so much for sharing my videos. I really appreciate that. AKA Jamal, I really appreciate that. Cedric says, I just saw this, Cedric. Still waiting on you to check your private message. Let's have lunch. And in other news, I'm waiting on Experian to update my credit profile. Cedric, if it's on Facebook, I will look at my message. You probably sent it to my credit and cash flow page, but will this lunch be about business, right? I need it to be a tax write-off lunch. So we discuss business, you all, right? Cedric, is a tax deduction lunch for me. Why? Because I have a home-based business. I can do business anywhere within the new states, and it's all tax deductions, right? It's what people don't understand, that whoever you elect in these elected offices, right? All of them are business owners, right? Hello, Superman, watching all old videos tonight. Thank you so much, Superman. I appreciate that. Superman, right? So, it doesn't matter, Democrats, Republicans, all of them are business owners. And so they're going to look out in the best interest of people with businesses, right? I know you've been hearing about the tax deductions and that is going to be more taxes on people with incomes. What is it, over 250,000 or more, or six-figure income earners? People, that's your small business people, right? So when you have these small businesses that are taxed higher, it allows the rich or the billionaires to become trillionaires, right? Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Home Depot CEO, Lowe's, and all the small business owners and operators will suffer. Or you're taxing to household incomes that's in six figures. That's your higher middle class. So in essence, you're making the middle class, the higher earning six-figure middle class, more the poor working middle class now. And that's the heart of this economy, right? And so Biden's tax plan did not suggest, it did not say that it will lower any taxes, right? Just said for the poor working middle class, will not raise taxes on that class, but the higher income earning middle class will be taxed heavily. And is the name of the game, people, is you have to earn money, right? You have to get money. You have to get money. You have to then grow money. I need somebody to type this because this is just a divine intervention. You all know I love alliterations, right? So I need somebody to type this in the comments for me. More than one person, preferably. Type this in. You have to get money, right? You have to grow money. Then my last G is you have to then guard your money, right? You have to get money. You have to grow money. And then you have to guard your money. How do you guard your money? Right? After you grow it, you pay less in taxes by the tax laws that's set up for you, like the rich and wealthy do. Why grow your money just to be taxed 30 to 40 cents on the dollar? So this is where cryptocurrency and Bitcoin comes in place, right? Growing your money. You have to guard it. It's just like having a field or a farm, right? You have to plant the seed, right? And then you have to process the seed, which means to grow it. And then you have to protect the seed. That's why the scarecrow is in the field, right? You have to plant the seed. You have to process the seed, right? Grow it, keep the weeds from around it, tend to it. And then you have to protect it. The same thing works with your money. You have to get it. Thank you, Gwen. You have to grow it and you have to guard it. You can't allow the feds or the IRS to come in like they're doing with your paycheck and taking 30 to 40 cents on the dollar. So if somebody can type that in about the seed for me too, you have to plant it, you have to process it and protect it, right? Plant it, process it, and protect it. So are you ready for a change in the economy, right? Yeah, you have to get it, grow it, and guard your money. Are you all ready for a change in the economy? Are you set for this greatest wealth transfer in our generations, right? We people are going to be on a global financial system, and we are entering a digital revolution, right? Let me say that again. We are entering a global financial system and digital revolution. A global financial system and digital revolution. Isn't that cute? Twins Inc. Twins Inc. I need you to stay on. This is why Twins Inc. need you to stay on, because I'm going to talk about the Winklevoss twins in this live stream as well. The two twins who have the Gemini app for cryptocurrency, and that is stating that cryptocurrency will be a 30-fold return on your investment. Thank you all so much. Note takers are money makers, right? Note takers are money makers. So you have to plant your seed, you have to protect, you have to process your seed, and you have to protect it. So you have to get money, grow money, and guard it. I want you to remember these three principles, right? In the natural, you have to get money, grow money, and guard it. Now, the problem is most of us get money through the forms of a job, right? We don't know how to grow money. Let me present to you your way of growing money right now is through cryptocurrency. Your way, right? Thank you so much, T. Thompson, of growing money is through cryptocurrency. Again, we are entering a global financial system and digital revolution. Now, for the people that don't realize this, right, they are telling you financial advice that's going to get you left behind because they don't understand it. So let me back it up with some articles, right, as I change my screen. Janet Yellen, right? Janet Yellen, the new Fed chair, right? The Federal Reserve. Saw this article today. You need to know we are going through a financial shift and change and transformation, right? Now, I'm here for education. I'm not here to say this crypto, that crypto, right? I think out of 8,000 cryptocurrencies, out of 8,000, only the strong will survive, right? I see right now that Bitcoin is this article is showing. Let me check my phone. It's saying it's down 10%. I haven't checked it in the last hour or two. And this is what throws a lot of people off, right? This is what throws a lot of people off. That, well, this article must need to be updated because Bitcoin is actually up 9.3%. So this article just needs, it's at 33,254. Let me share this with you all. For the year, right? For the year, Bitcoin has produced over, let me try to, okay, a 200%, over a 200% return on your investment had you converted it into cash. Now, my crypto, and I'm not showing it because I don't want anyone to know what exchange I'm on. My crypto for the past year has 53,211.92% return. We say that again. When I converted my cash into crypto, my return for the past year is 53,211.92. Even in yesterday's dip, in the past day, I have a 10.3% return on my crypto investments. And so when you look at this, right, of course, I don't like the days when I log on and see that I've taken a volatile asset, right? And if you look at the language, you see this is assets. If someone is referring to crypto as an investment, they have it all, especially Bitcoin. They have it wrong, right? Their perspective of this is wrong. Bitcoin is an asset. It's digital gold. Now, if you don't understand what I mean by that, right? Digital gold, why it's referred to digital gold? Because gold and silver, according to the Constitution, I'm going to show you all that. I say it a lot, but I'm going to show you the Constitution in the article that states gold and silver is money. And that's why gold and silver always is used to reset the currency system. And I'm informing you all that we are going through a currency system reset. So Janet Yellen, right? This is Janet Yellen, Treasury Secretary, thinks it's important, right? This is January 21st. This article was released yesterday. It's important that the U.S. considers the benefits of cryptocurrencies, right? Along with the potential. Now, she's also concerned about the misuse. Well, you have misuse in every financial sector, right? You have misuse with cash. People misuse and abuse cash, right? And so Janet Yellen is saying, but she do want to look at the benefits. The Treasury Secretary said that cryptocurrencies can be used for finance, terrorism, and other illicit activities, but they also have the potential to improve the efficiency of the financial system. I think we need to look closely at how to encourage their use for legitimate activities while curtailing their use of illegal activities, she wrote. If informed, I intend to work closely with the Federal Reserve Board and other federal banking and securities regulators on how to implement an effective regulatory framework and other things I've been telling you all about, fintech innovations. So, you know what? On the surface, it may appear that they're against it, but this is already in the works. This is already something that's going to be signed off on and approved. We will be in this digital revolution and global financial system. So let's talk about the central banks, right? It is time to wake up, Israel. It really is, Hot Knives. It is time to wake up. You can call me the cash flow evangelist. You can call me the critic and cash flow evangelist. You know, sometimes I get on here, I preach, I teach, I do both, right? Trying to teach. But again, 3 concepts you all need to understand. You have to get money, right? I like that one. Somebody said give money. Okay, did I say give money? No, I didn't. I'm gonna put it. We can add that G. I like that one. You have to get money, right? I like that. You have to give money. You have to grow money, and you have to guard your money, right? You have to guard it. And people, this cash, you have to put cash on crypto. You know what? Like we had Superman in the house. You all know what kryptonite is, right? It makes you stronger, more powerful than you would be in your regular state of being or natural form. That's why they call it cryptocurrency. Is putting your cash on crypto. Putting your cash on kryptonite to explode it and grow it. So these are assets. Now, will Bitcoin be used as a currency? No, it will not. It will not, because Bitcoin is an asset like silver and gold, which means that it's in place to maximize and grow your money at higher levels, because you all do understand, right, that the dollar since 1913, in which the Federal Reserve was created, has lost 98% of its purchasing power. So it says the central bank of central banks is building CBDC, Central Bank's digital coin platform. This was released 13 hours ago. CC, cryptocurrency. I like the CC for credit and cash flow, but you know, and we're gonna add crypto in there. Listen at this: Bitcoin price bounces above 30K, 32K as MicroStrategy buys the dip with $10 million. See, people, that's what the rich and wealthy do. They don't let a dip, right, Anything that grows have to have a reset. Anything that grows has to have a reset. So whenever it has a reset, the rich and wealthy just accumulates more. Right? They just accumulate more. They don't look at it, oh my God, my profits, right? No, they convert their money more. Right. So let's read this article. Law Decoded. Bank payments going global with stable coins and CBDs, January the 15th through 22nd. That's today's date, 22nd. Central bank digital currency. So Bitcoin is not an investment trade. That's why I asked the traders, okay, I understand you're trading against Bitcoin, but are you taking that cash as you're trading and converting it into cryptocurrency? Are you just taking that cash, which is a depreciating, the lowest yielding asset that it is, right? Let me see if I can bring up a diagram that show you how much cash has depreciated since the Federal Reserve, because the Federal Reserve was created because they knew, right, in 1913, they knew that if we incorporate this cash system, this is a way to tax the people. So let's look at the purchasing price of the dollar while you may be receiving some financial advice to stack your cash. Now, do I think cash is trash? No, I do not, because cash, right, can be used to purchase assets, but it sure is not king. So this article states it's no secret that $1 now will get you less than it would 100 years ago. But just how much purchasing power has the US dollar decreased over the years? Right? The fall of the dollar since 1913. Inflation, right, has decreased the dollar over the purchasing price of the last century. So you look at 1913, this is how much a dollar would purchase you. This is when the Fed was created. Then you have between in 1929, the Black Thursday, Wall Street crash, 1929, the rise and fall of the dollar. Then in 1944, the Bretton Woods Agreement, which means all 44 countries would agree that to accept the United States dollar as payment for their products and services, right? So then the dollar in 1944 was then able to purchase about $55, right, of products, right? So then you have 1953, 1963 continues to depreciate, loses purchasing power. The oil crisis in the 1970s, then you have a second oil crisis. And guess what, people? We're going to have a third oil crisis. One of Biden's executive orders was to stop the oil line for Canada to be converted over, right? And then you had the dot-com bubble, right? And then Trump cuts taxes in 2019, between 2013 and 2019. All of these events, and they don't have 1971, but 1971, this is when Nixon removed the dollar from the gold standard, which means that the dollar no longer could be converted from other countries for cash. See, this is what happened in the 1970s. Japan, China began to sell a lot of Toyota and Volkswagens in the United States, right? Toyota and Volkswagen sales increased in the United States. When these sales increased, because other countries, not US citizens, right? They stopped that in 1933. right? They stopped that in 1933 of U.S. citizens being able to now convert or exchange the dollar for physical silver and gold. And they actually confiscated right, all of the United States citizens who owned any type of gold. You either had 10 years in prison or $10,000 fine if you were caught with possession of gold, right? So they had to sign an executive order. Notice what I'm saying in language, executive orders. And all citizens had to turn in their gold. So in 1933, the citizens could no longer exchange the cash dollar for gold. However, other countries could. So in the 70s, Japan and China began to sell a lot of their Toyota, Volkswagens, et cetera. More gold, more real money was leaving the United States. And so Spain also got wind that the dollar was losing its purchasing power, right? And they came on warships. They said, look, you all can have your dollars back. Cash is trash to us. We want the real asset. We want the gold. And so with that announcements, right, and I always tell this story. I asked when someone at the pawn shop told me this story, a salesman at the pawn shop. I said, well, why didn't they fly over? You know, they could have flew over and got here quicker, you know, and that way they could have gotten their gold before the law was changed. They said, well, they couldn't fly the gold, back. It had they been in planes or jets or et cetera, et cetera. And so, yeah, airplanes. So they came in on ships, right? And they wanted their gold. And Nixon said, no, we got too much gold, real money, leaving the United States, right? And so then after it was moved out the gold standard, they needed some type of commodity, which is called black gold, to back the dollar, right? So that it would have some type of respect behind it. Now, there's another thing that backs the dollar that makes it respectable, and that's our military, right? So, so they signed an agreement with Saudi Arabia, right? And now it became known as the petrodollar. But now you have Saudi Arabia who went public and OPEC, and they've stopped accepting the US dollar for oil, right? And oil is no longer, is losing its need and value as we shift to this 21st century. So now everything is more gas and solar energy. That's another shift. See, once you all understand the 21st century reset, the great reset and shift, you can plan yourself accordingly. So now you see why you need a home-based business in order to guard your money and to grow your money, right? Home-based business, you enroll other people, opportunity for passive income, daily pay. With the home-based business I'm affiliated with. But some people are looking like, Queen, how do I grow my money? Well, this is why you need a financial education, because this is how you grow your money, people. Besides cryptocurrency, besides the home-based business in which you get business income because you are taxed less, right, when you receive business income than job income, right, or W-4 income. So business owners, because again, your politics, everyone that you put in office are business owners. No matter what you believe or what they say, listen to what they do, they are always going to be in the best interest of business owners. They are millionaires and billionaires, right? They are business owners. So this is the constitutional article S10 C1 point 2.2.1 limits on issuing legal tender. Article 1, Article Section 10, Clause 1, right? Article I, Section 10, Clause 1 says no state shall enter into any treaty, alliance, or confederation, grant letters or marquee and reprisal coin money, bills of credit, make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts. But your gold and silver coins. So back to the story of China and Toyota and Volkswagen taking over the sales. Well, now the United States wanted to give China the cash, right? And China said, no, we want the gold, right? We don't want that. Cash is the Federal Reserve note, which means it's just an IOU that you will get repaid at a later date. It's like writing a note to someone and saying, look, this is an IOU. I promise to repay you with the real gold and silver money at a later date. Now, Dave Ramsey often refers to gold and silver as commodity, but he fails to leave this out, that constitutional only debts can be paid with gold and silver, and they are always used to reset the currency system. Always used to reset the currency system. So let me share something else with you all. One of my people on my live stream brought this to my attention, and I just decided today to just really look at it and research it. That September the 22nd, 2001, precious metals buried under debris. Right, it's my first time really researching this and looking into it. The World Trade Centers, right? Tons of gold and silver have been stored in underground vaults beneath 4 World Trade Centers when the building collapsed September 11th, right? So you got so many thousands of ounces of gold and silver in vaults under 4 World Trade Center. It is owned by people or companies who bought the metals as investment. Isn't that something? And they buried it, people, under the World Trade Center. So you got to believe that one day they wanted to retrieve this gold and silver, right? So because silver supplies are tighter, its absence could have limited impact. In a week in which stocks have plummeted, this is stock market crash as well, to 3-year lows, investing in metals would have been a smart move. When the vaults were locked September 10th, the gold was worth $272.30 per ounce, or I can't even, that's $103,211,503 per ounce. However, by September 21st, its value, wherever it is, according to this article, they don't know where it is now. Look how much, 7.6%. So from 103 trillion to 111 trillion. Silver rose 10.3% from $4.19 per ounce. Silver is now approximately $30 per ounce spot price. And gold is now 2021 approximately $1,900 an ounce. Back then in 2011, people, it was $272 per ounce, $272. So anyone that tells you that gold and silver does not appreciate during time and depressions, and they don't call it what it is, which is money, like Dave Ramsey calls it a commodity. Now he's looking at it from an investment perspective, just like most people are looking at Bitcoin in particular as an investment. Bitcoin is an asset. Assets thrive, right? Right. And they appreciate when the fake things, right? The fake things, cash, things that are fake, things that are manipulated. And this is how Bitcoin and Bitcoin in particular is why Bitcoin is an asset. Because Bitcoin is set on the same premises as God's money, as gold, right? You take the L out of gold, you have God, which means it's limited supply, right? Whereas cash is unlimited supply. The government, IRS, have shown you that they print out trillions, which causes inflation. right? Even if there's an increase of $15 of low income, right? You're still going to have pricing for goods and services that's going to increase as a result. When you have to pay your employees more, right, then you have to raise their prices from somewhere. If I was at Starbucks and I got increase of my salary, right, pay raise on my job, and I'm going from $10 an hour to $15, well, that $5 had to be made up from somewhere. And guess what the buck is going to be passed to? The customers, the consumers. Okay, now that cup of coffee was this much. Now, in order to pay our employee more, we're going to raise their price by $2 or $3, right? And so you're going just like in 2008, after the Great Recession. This is going to make 2008 look like a flesh wound, a knick-knack, something you just put a Band-Aid over. So just like the 2008 recession, in which groceries, gas, everyday services increase, you're going to see that, but on a higher scale, because the whole globe, the entire countries, right, are going to be on a cryptocurrency system. It's going to be on a cryptocurrency system, people. And so your cash will be not only devalued, as I showed you, it lost its purchasing power, is literally going to be destroyed, right? It's literally going to be destroyed. Now, this is another article I saw from Janet Yellen, that she would consider limiting the use of cryptocurrency. Now, why is this? Because people, and it is all about supply and demand. Anything that's limited increases its value. What if by August or September of this year, they close all platforms for people to even convert or to purchase or invest in cryptocurrency, right? Cryptocurrencies could come, this is what this article states, under renewed regulatory scrutiny over the next 4 years if Janet Yellen, Joe Biden's pick to lead the Treasury Department, get her way. So she limited, right? It's going to increase the value of it. It is going to increase the value of it. Blockchain-based financial networks, right, is here and is here to stay. And so when you see a dip, right, 10%, what the rich and wealthy do is they just get more. But people, you are earning. There's no other asset right now outperforming Bitcoin and particularly Ethereum. It's predicted by Valentine's Day, right? Ethereum, yeah, that's going to be the outlook of it. Could be up to $2,500 by Valentine's Day. And right now, Ethereum, let me check this out. And this is just the two most popular ones, people. But you have smaller cryptocurrencies that will do cross-border payments, that will connect banks, that will connect people, that will do Ethereum's doing smart contracts. You have Chainlink. You have so many more, right? That's a lot of them are under $1, right? You don't have XRP is not even available anymore to purchase. That's going to be the crypto when all this is said and done. That's going to allow cross-border payments for banks. That window of opportunity, people, it's 27 cents. It closed January the 19th. So the more you sit back and watch this digital revolution take place, and you don't convert your cash into it, right, then you are losing every day. And I know some of you saying, Queen, I had to get more money, right, to grow my money, right? I'm not even at the point of guarding my money right now. I just need to get more. This is why I've been introducing people to the home-based business, to get more. You need more than what your job. This is why I've been telling you all FICO 10 is coming since last year. So you can get your credit together so your money can stop going out to paying high interest. See, this is other ways of guarding your money. You guard it with good credit, right? You can't have bad credit and have the little money that you bring home after taxes that come out of your paycheck. Now you're paying somebody else 20% interest rate to drive a vehicle or 18% interest rate on a credit card. Now the cash that you can use to grow your money, you don't have access to. Or you don't have your mortgage, for example, in a fixed interest rate. Your mortgage is on an adjustable interest rate setup. And when this economy crashes and goes into full crash mode, those people who are not on a fixed interest rate are going to be the first in line to lose their homes because their adjustable rate on their mortgage is going to increase. And the value on their home, the equity, right? They won't be able to pull their equity out. You have some people right now that because of their bad credit, even with the information, they cannot pull the equity out of their homes to invest, to continue to grow their money. I'm not saying putting equity out of your home, people, to pay, to get a new car, to get liabilities. I'm talking about using it for assets. But because of your bad credit, you don't qualify to get that money. See, these are strategies, credit-rich strategies to help you grow your money. Because people, when we enter into this is not something that you're going to get out of in 1 year or 2 years, or even your little cash reserves in the bank is going to be able to sustain, right? LLC is limited liability corporation. Limited liability means just that, limited. I'm not talking about protecting your liabilities if you get sued, right? I'm talking about guarding your money by converting it into real assets, right? I'm not talking about protecting that house that's a liability to you anyway if someone were to sue you. And limited liability means just that. It's limited liability protection. It's not even a corporation on LLC. That's a company. Limited liability company. You don't even have a corporation shield over you. Anybody can pierce that veil in an LLC. So, that's not the guarding your money I'm talking about. See, gold and silver is insurance against the death of the dollar. Because as the dollar began to lose its purchasing power, depreciate, real assets like gold, silver, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies will appreciate. You just wait till Biden announces this $1 trillion stimulus package and see how the price of gold and silver, Bitcoin, and other cryptos just escalate. I'm not talking about protection. I'm talking about guarding cash and growing cash. You're guarding it against this Great Depression 2.0. And you need to grow it faster than the rate of inflation, of the pricing that will increase. If I trade stocks in foreign currency, should my home-based business be an LLC, a sole proprietor? When it comes to your home-based business, this is why it will be okay for it to be an LLC, because you're not dealing with things like real estate in which people have a high suit or sue clause against you, right? If you're renting out real estate, then you need a different type of LLC. But we do recommend with our home-based business that it's an LLC taxed as an S corporation if you're planning on making money, right? So an LLC with an S exemption tax on it is what we recommend with the home-based business. However, the home-based business within itself, right? Because under an LLC, you still get limited liability. You just don't get full liability. A good attorney will eat up a LLC any day. And that's why even if you own real estate, it's not suggested that you just have an LLC. They tell you to get insurance against it as protection. They don't even recommend that you get an LLC for real estate until you get like 5 rental properties. Because any good attorney, right, if your tenant wants to sue you, will pierce that corporate, that veil, not corporate veil, but that company veil on an LLC easily. And so, however, in order to be taxed, right, and as S corporation get the best tax benefits, and you want to earn money as an LLC, then that's the best way. Or a simple way is to just join the business under your name, your birth certificate name, and your social security number, right? And that way, everything under the umbrella of MWR, you will be taxed as a business. However, if you want an LLC, make sure it's taxed, I highly recommend that it's taxed as an S corp. So if you want to know more about the home-based business, go to my website, fixmycreditandcash.com, right? That's why I changed screen. Go to fixmycreditandcash.com and click on the link home-based business. Also, if you want to know about gold and silver, also go to my website. I'll pull it up real quick. Go to my website, get the silver stacking report. Right now, investing in silver will give you a greater return on your investment because of the opportunity cost at $30 spot price. So this is the credit help. You want credit help, those services. Then you also click on the more tab. You can also click on home-based business information, get information, watch those 3 videos on the financial countdown by my millionaire mentor, Mr. Brian Bean. Everyone needs, and nothing you need a mentor to maximize your money. You need somebody that's ahead of the game than you. It's going to take you to this website. Then you contact me, right? You can contact me on my website, send me a message, contact me here, and also the Queen of Coins and Crypto Report. So you can understand cryptocurrency, you can understand this blockchain, this Bitcoin and blockchain technology that we are facing, and understanding that this global financial system is changing. Did you all know it'll be exactly 50 years this year, 1971, the dollar was removed out the gold system, right? And now in 2021, the dollar is going to be destroyed. Don't think that nothing is never strategically planned when it comes to our government and what they're doing. They plan years back ahead of time, right? This was all in the plan in 1971 to make a transition in 2021. They're all big on numbers, right? And the Jewish calendar real heavily. So what's old news to you has been old planning by them. So you can get either the Queen of Coins or Crypto Report for $35 each, or you can get them 2 for $60. It's $60 each, and that's $30 a report. Get some education. The Queen of Crypto book is 30 pages long. So not only does it give you a historical back view of the dollar from the past, the past of the dollar, now the present and the future, and also gives you the links, platforms that I recommend that you invest in these cryptocurrencies, and it also gives you other cryptocurrencies besides Bitcoin and Ethereum that you can get a higher return on your investment as well, right? And so just want to share this article. We talked about the Twin Towers and the amount of gold and silver that was under the Twin Towers when it came crashing down, right? Let's talk about the Winklevoss twins. The Winklevoss twins. It's just, I'm telling you, they strategically do things, right? So we talked about the twins towers. Let's talk about these twins and what they are saying about buying Bitcoin. They're saying that Bitcoin is the trade of the century and a 30x return, right? A 30x return. So we're going to look at these twins as the future of what the Twin Towers of 9/11 represented with gold and silver. Now they're telling you in 2021 that the digital gold is going to be Bitcoin, right? Gold and silver was held under the wealth of the Twin Towers. Now these twins are telling you it's a Real Vision interview, and they are saying, Tyler and Cameron, they bought a law that this Bitcoin is the trade of the century, predicted that cryptocurrency will soar 34-fold. At the time of this, right, Bitcoin was at $19,000 at the time of this article. This was in December. So Bitcoin was the first internet money in the world. Then when you realize that money is the greatest social network of all, Bitcoin may be the greatest social network of all. We're not just going to run away Bitcoin. It does not, So they have the Gemini app, another platform. They created that, right? The Gemini app. And they're also bringing out some other things about comic books. There's other things that's going to use about blockchain technology, people. So it's saying that the comic books you start reading, the baseball cards you collected, those are now being put on blockchain because people are starting to realize that physical nature is actually not a feature, it's a bug. It is not about the physical nature, it's about scarcity and its uniqueness. And this is what Bitcoin is about. Scarcity and uniqueness. See, they're calling this the 8 wonder of the world, because people often overlook people's intellectual knowledge and property. So just like God was able to create gold and silver and have a scarcity to it and limited supply, which has been money for over thousands of years, right? 5,000, I think, to be exact. Whoever this person was that created Bitcoin, created digital gold, and their intellectual properties is God-like. Now, some people might not like that reference, but if you're a Bible student, you know that God's intention was for us to be gods on earth, right? He said he wanted us to be made in his form and godliness and his characteristics. So this person took their intellectual knowledge and made it digitalized with all of the planning and intrinsic value of gold. I think it was Aristotle that said, let me see if I can pull this quote up. Definition of money. Is Aristotle. Definition or theory of money. And he states that money must have some intrinsic value, a substance, right? What's the requirement for? I'm trying to find that quote. Let's see, can I find that quote? And so Bitcoin, whoever created Bitcoin, and if I was this person with this intellectual knowledge, I would want to be kept in secrecy as well. But he said, Aristotle said, one of the great philosophers, I love philosophy, I love studying, that money must have these values. And then we are logging off. Make sure you all subscribe. I need 25 more to reach 20K. So subscribe to the channel, right? Especially if you're new on the live stream. The Greek philosopher argues that money must be durable, right? Must stand the test of time. Cash has not done that. I showed you all already. The cash has lost 98% of its purchasing power. So it must stand the test of time. It must not fade, corrode, or change through time. You know, money cannot do that. It must be portable, right? Good money needs to hold a high amount of worth relative to its weight and size. It must be divisible. It should be relatively easy to separate, and its fundamental characteristics, freely exchangeable, right? Like no other form of nature of its kind, and it must have intrinsic value. The value of money should be independent of any other object contained in the money itself, starting with its rarity. So he's speaking of gold and silver. Now this Bitcoin person, genius, right, paid for the rarity, right? And now and that's what a lot of people don't value. Understanding the worth of your time and intellectual property. Your time, right? Intellectual property. Whenever someone tells me I don't mind helping for people for free, that person more than likely lives paycheck to paycheck. Nothing wrong with helping people. But if you're helping people in any way, shape, or form that's going to increase their intellectual, emotional, physical, or financial health, always have a value to that. Because if you give it away like cash, then it will always lose its value. All right, let me answer this one question. Country Boy says, hey, I paid for a credit consultation. I was wondering if I sent everything I need to. I don't know. I'll look at that. Credit consultations did you see, Country Boy, on my website where it says that to allow up to 5 business days? So has it been 5 business days? And also, second part of that question is, if you sent your smart credit login information and you invested in a credit consultation, and if you emailed me your smart credit login information, then yes, you did everything you needed to do. So make sure I got that email and that your it's 5 business days. Thank you, Brittany, for being a new Patreon member. It is videos in the Patreon account, so now you have access to that. Very first video is talking about some things about the transfer of wealth, and even how the IRS and the Titanic of how the IRS came into play. So you can understand, right, how our government deals with transitioning from wealth transfers and the things and the practices that they would do. These are things I don't talk about publicly in order to make sure that their plan is executed according to plan. So, you know, if anybody tell you, I don't think they'll get rid of the dollar, I don't think we'll be in a Great Depression, then you obviously don't know our members. So if you're a member of the Patreon, right, you're going to see, right, I mean, our government, if you're a member of the Patreon, you're going to see that the government will do what they have to do, right, to increase and protect their network. So thank you, Brittany, for becoming a Patreon member. Happy Friday to you, Gina. Said she received a crypto report, was trying to take advantage of the home-based business. No, the home-based business discount ended Wednesday at midnight. However, it's still at a very, 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 I think, to start a business at $229, you definitely still can get in, right? You only that was just a $99 discount. And I don't know when that discount will happen again or if it will happen again. So you still can get in at $229, right? You still can get in $229. And I'm excited about the home-based business because we've changed some things with the home-based business now, that when you all have people, right, that you want to enroll and share the business opportunity with, is everything done with text messaging. Tells you what to text, how to text, what to say, right? Just don't text my phone after hours, after business hours for me. My business hours is Central Standard Time. I try to, go from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. at no time on Sundays, right? Will I do any business? It's my Sabbath day. And then on Saturdays, the same time from 7 to 5. Now, it's concerning credit, you can text from 7 to 5. Excessive text messages will just automatically get blocked. This is how I have this set up on my phone. So, because people will abuse access sometimes, right? But I'm excited about that with the home-based business because a lot of people wanted me available to get on phone calls. And I speak to people. I'm always live streaming. This is my way of communication. I don't have time to pick up the phone and, give 5 or 10 minutes on my time. So this text messaging will allow people to have that access to me. And when I'm in meetings or when I'm writing books or I'm doing credit repair, right, I can, through that text thread now, communicate with the people that you want to enroll and get started in the business. So I'm so happy that we have that system in place. My mentor, I was just on the phone with him before this live stream, told me that a multi-millionaire told him that the number one advice he would give anybody about business is to keep it simple. And I'm telling you, MWR and the brilliant mind, right? I talked about intellectual property of Brian Bean and setting up my millionaire mentor and setting up this text messaging system to help people, right? Get people enrolled so they can position themselves for passive income was the best thing, best system he ever created. So a multimillionaire said to be successful in business, the best thing to do is to keep it simple. And Brian has kept it simple and effective, right? And which it doesn't allow people to waste anybody's time. Time should be your number one asset, right? Time should be your number one asset. Yes, bad credit is the worst thing. Fix it now. Fix it now. The best time to fix bad credit was yesterday. The second best time to fix it is right now, today. So Country Boy definitely will get on your credit consultation within 5 business days. Yes, Gwen, Brian is the truth. And Gwen, we believe for more cash flow in your life as well. And now you all, I'm signing out, right? Here's to your help. I'm gonna have to get my braids back. I'm gonna point this way. I have to get my braids back because my avatar has my braids. But I'm still the same person. I got the right avatar. But also, any information you need is right there on my website, fixmycreditandcash.com. So here's to your health and your wealth, your peace and prosperity, your credit and your cash flow. Queen of Credit out. You all have a great, great, great Friday night.